These spark plugs for this Astra must be made of solid gold. We're going to change the spark plugs on the 2018 Astra, the wife's car. It's done 150,000 Ks, nearly exactly. It's got the iridium tip spark plugs in it, and for the price of these you'd think they were solid gold, but the car needs them, won't whinge about it too much, and we'll get on with it. It's fairly straightforward. These are the spark plugs I'm using, if I can just get some focus on that. They are the iridium spark plugs, 4 of them. I got them cheap for about $55 per plug, normally in the $70 a plug, but they do last. Take the engine cover off. Each cylinder has its own individual coil pack, and it is essentially the spark plug lead and the coil pack all in one. Now you can leave them connected. I have been in here previously, and you can take the wiring out, and those coil packs, when you undo this keeper plate, you can take the coil packs out and sit them aside, and your plugs are deep down within there. So this is a bit different, this setup. These spark plugs, you can see, I'll just point down here, there, and right down in there. They're hard to get at. Another one down in here. And they aren't your typical 5/8 spark plug and whatever the other size is. What you're going to need for this is a 14mm deep socket. These spark plugs are long and thin, and they are probably in a shitty position. So you're going to need your 14mm deep socket. You're going to need an extension, your ratchet, and what I found to be super handy is the claw. And that will, once you undo it, because your 14mm socket isn't your typical spark plug socket, it doesn't have the rubber grommet, it won't stick in there. It will definitely undo it, and then you can just reach in and you can just pull it out. And you can also use this for lowering the new ones in without adjusting or closing or bumping the tip of the spark plug. You've got to be very careful of that. You can't just drop them in. I'm a bit disappointed these aren't gold. $70 each, geez. The threads on these are actually very long. I noticed that when I took that new one out of the box. Voila. And just a quick inspection of these. They're actually not too bad. I wouldn't say it was urgent that they needed to be replaced, but it was in the service manual, and 150 Ks is pretty good out of one set of plugs. So I won't whinge too much about it. Hence the price, I suppose. They typically use iridium tip plugs for spark plugs, so you don't have to, well, that are in pretty shitty positions, so you don't have to change them as frequently. A good example is your V6 front wheel drive cars. Sometimes they only use the iridium spark plugs for the back bank of the V6, so you don't have to take the inlet manifolds and stuff off. Righto, plug number 2, and it is in pretty good condition also. Now, I'll keep these in some kind of order, so if on the off chance I do get a spark plug that is a strange colour, whether it be black or whether it be oily or whether it be sooted, you know which cylinder it's come from, and you can investigate further, whether it be looking into injection or rings, anything. It could be anything. Timing, valves. But just keep them in order, so you know. It's a bit of a cheat code, this little claw. Righto. Also in pretty good condition. Not good enough to keep, but good enough for me not to investigate any further. Holy shit. Yeah. I didn't expect to find anything, but yeah, they're all in good nick. They're all perfectly fine. Awesome. Okay, now we can mix them. So you'll notice these plugs don't have that washer, that compression washer that squishes down, and it is a taper fit. So you will feel it when it gets tight. You don't want to be mucking around too much after that. Your spark plug gap for these is about 0.7, I think it is, 0.7 of a mil. So we just put these down. You can even give this a little twist if you can get it to sit straight. But it's more important that you just get it down there without dropping it. This little claw dead set was like $10, and you don't use it that often, but when you do, it's fucking handy to have, mate, I tell you. Save myself some real dramas with it. You drop some bolts or trying to get my fat hands into somewhere. Dropped a piece of cardboard. Okay. Now you just want to start them off nice and easy. Without the ratchet, that way you know you're not just driving it home cross-threaded. Remember, it's alloy threads. It's the first time I've seen this size spark plug, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, I'm sure there's other vehicles out there with them. Okay, and then you just want to give them a nip up. Don't ask me what the torque spec is, I don't know. Don't over tighten it, don't be silly. We're going to put our individual coil packs back on. Okay, that's done. That didn't take very long at all. I have got to order some brakes for it. 4 brakes, 4 corners, front and back. So I guess that'll be next for us. So. Astra content's not really my favourite, but something like that you have to do every 150,000 Ks, I'll film it. You know, if I can save you a bit of dough by doing it yourself, then at least now you know what you're up against. It's not that difficult if you've got a little bit of knowledge. If you've changed spark plugs in the car before, the only difference is just the reach of them and the size. Anyway, next, the wife's car needs a set of brake pads, front and back, so I'll film that as well, because this will be the first set of brake pads this car's had as well. 150,000 Ks out of a set of pads. I don't want to buy them, I don't want to do it, but I don't want to complain about that either. You know, 150,000 Ks. It's probably the longest I've ever owned a car, if I'm going to be honest with you. Anyway, cheers. See you later.